Dear volunteers, all right, so here's Gwen Ferreira from Florida. I hope you're doing really great, having positive, great, awesome, happy days. Okay, plant your gardens, planting native trees for us to cover the desert and semi-arid land of all continents. All right, very good. So please, dear subscribers and dear volunteers, please invite your family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, and also invite your um, teachers, school principals that is close to your neighborhood. Talk to them so you can plant things with them, and you already will get organized, and help them in this beautiful work, the Peace and Love International Organization. All right? So here we have more updates for you. I'm showing you how to do a few steps because my phone was too full. I couldn't record the whole hour. But for all the 8 rides you need to do at your own county for different explanations, I already showing another video, you have to go and come back at your own door in 1 hour, all right? And remember, you have to go by bike, and some places to record the tags of the car, you need to walk. So you go slowly, stop a second in each car tag. Okay, you need 10. For each ride, you need 10 family cars. Okay, very good. Here it is. And you also need a receipt for everywhere of these rides. Every ride, you need one receipt. So plan ahead to quickly stop somewhere. You can even have a family member or a friend there, instead of going all the way on the back of the supermarket to buy that fruit, just to have the receipt. You can buy 2 oranges, 2 bananas, whichever it is, something easy, right? Now you already have someone who, not your children or teens, but maybe a sibling or a sibling-in-law already there waiting for you, okay? All right, so you get the banana, you show their face, oh, thank you for your help, explain, the whole videos need to be talked. You cannot stop talking. You plan ahead. You purchase this stand for the phone, and you can slide one way or another when it's possible. Hold with your hands, but you cannot put in your bag, because then going to be completely dark, and then it's harder to see if that part of the video is fake or not. Even that you're going to keep talking, okay? All right, so you need to show the view. Make sure you always have buildings, people talking, say hi to everyone, say hi again if they don't answer. Hi, it's okay, can be at your own language, all right? But you speak in English and clearly as possible. Really exaggerate, that's fine, no problem. Explain well, all right? And of course, for a successful video, you practice ahead of time, okay? Very good. You can practice going in person, or you can practice in a paper, see how long you take in a bike to go to places, right? Because you already would have an idea. So either way is fine, just get ready. And this is the same for all these updates for the international conference, right? And also for every family of the entire planet, we need to record, get a bike or rent a bike or borrow a bike and have it done. All those 8 videos, okay? All right, and then of course the parents need to do the same videos for their children. The teens can do themselves. If they're 15 years old and older, they do themselves. But up to 14 years old, the parents gonna do. Even that the older children, 8 years old and above, can ride bikes, that's fine, okay? But you have to make those videos for them up to 14 years old, because you, the parent, is the one that remember most details. You can even tell your kid, look, you were born here, we did this and that, but you, the parent, know more details. You can mention about the tree, about the gate. Oh, we used to lock this gate all the time. We never lock this gate, whichever. Give details, all right, about your work, places you lived, places you went a lot, places you went just sometimes, okay? All right, so check the other video and get ready. See you soon. All right, so here I'm going to show, those city trips That's how you're gonna do it. You show your bike where it's located, where you keep it, an apartment or a bike's room downstairs for everyone, whichever is your reality. You have to do it. Okay, so you show your bike, right here, keep in my bedroom. So you show your bedroom, okay, show your desk a little bit, whichever that room is, you show the room, all right, and then you get the bike and then you go, okay? You do the whole step like that, how usually you do. Okay. So, that's Griffin's guitar. All right, so that's how I do it. I close my bedroom, and I go that way. Salon school backpack. So you show the number of the room or your apartment, you close, you lock it, right? You do everything really properly, and you're gonna have someone with you, because this is a proof that you're doing things properly. Okay? You show outside, and now you go. So that's how you do it. I'm not talking too loud here, passing the apartments, but you show the apartments, and your way. You show everything, because this is really important. You show the view, you show the apartments, whichever it is your reality. Okay, so now I'm gonna carry the bike downstairs. All right. Always, everything you hold in your hands, hold it strong. If it's a cup, a seed, a bike, a skateboard, a box, an object, whichever you're doing, hold it strong. Or your harvest from the day, from your garden. You see? So those things are very important. Okay, so here we are. Okay. Now we're ready to go, okay? All right. So, you always say hi to yourself, and of course, hi, how you doing? Have a great day. Yes, beautiful. Oh, did you look my channel? Did you ever look my channel? I told you about Peace and Love Organization. Yeah. Did you look?
No, I didn't.
Okay, remember to look on YouTube. Peace and Love Organization. Have a great day. All right, so you're gonna go with your teens, your spouse, whichever it is. If you're married, of course, you're gonna do with your spouse. So one can record the other, right? and you keep going, and
have a good day.
You too, bye. So that's what you do, so you show your neighborhood, you always go like that, and every 4 minutes or so, you show yourself, right? Okay, so like I'm doing here. Okay, so that will be pretty good, and you keep going. So for the closest two places, you have no cuts, make no cuts, even though they're gonna be really long, 20, 40 minutes. So you want to show these two special places that have no cuts. You're going to show the places you go the most, but cannot be in the same block, because some people live, for example, in rural areas, and they just have that little supermarket there, right? So they don't have many options. So that's what they do, okay? So you just keep going, all right? And that will be really good. Yeah, and we go too. Go across the street, because across the street have a bike lane. Okay, guys. That's what we do, okay? And then you record if you still have cars or not in your neighborhood. So choose two places that are not too close to your house. Need to be, let's say, 4 blocks or so, like this one I'm doing is one of them. Okay? And you're gonna show places you go a lot. Okay? Alright. And then afterwards you can make little ones. Alright? Then it's okay. Let me see if it's recording. Always make sure it's recording. Yeah, you know that you didn't press the wrong place. If you have that little support, you know, purchase, because that would be very important. The cell phone support. And you can share with your neighbors. Right? You can share the price and you can share the little stand itself, because you're really gonna need that every month. We're gonna let you know how many you need, okay? To show where you are. Before you leave a town, you know, where you're living right now, you need to make all places, record all places you have been going to. Supermarket, stores, okay? Sorry, my bike don't go too fast because I don't have the exchange here. No, I have just one gear. All right, so that's what you do, okay? When you arrive to a new location, you're gonna do exactly the same. All right, it's really important, okay? You're gonna do that, and everywhere you pass, you say something about that place, okay? So here it is. I never came to this plaza here, but here was the Atlantic Preschool. I taught there for about 6 months, and then they became, I think, was Alzheimer, autism, and now it's a health insurance. So these small plazas here you've seen across the street right now, I never really came to any of them. But right there, after that green stand there, you see, is a Sprouts. Okay? We're trying to go there right now. All right? Okay. So here it is. Always do everything really safely, like I'm doing here. I'm putting my hand on this bar while I signal with the other arm. So this plaza here, I came many times. Walmart used to be over there after, on that side, I forgot now, many years ago, about 20 years ago, Walmart used to be here in Indian Street or that way after Home Depot. You see Home Depot there with the orange roof. Okay, so here now was a gym for many years. Now they have inner pools, but I'm not going to details right now. So here I have Seacoast, right there where that white car is passing. It's the Seacoast Bank. I banked with them before, and now I'm banking with them again. And here, the important ones are Publix. They moved to over there. So they were on this line, and now they are on that side. Okay, so always look around, and do everything safely. Walk if it's needed, but you do not make cuts for these two special rides. They might take 40 minutes an hour. It's okay. It cannot be 5 or 10 minutes, okay? It is very important for you to do everything in a safe way and properly, because this is important. Anyone that will look for you gonna go online, you know, and gonna see your YouTube account, okay? And we are also going to start opening, we're gonna have some special videos that people can make the comments, But not yet. I have a few more to finish these May updates. Okay, so in green here's the frugal framer in this green decoration, and then is this Sprout. I came many times to Sprout every week, twice a week, you know, because they sell great organic food. Almost everything is organic, but anyways, I came many times here, you know, for about 2 years. Yeah, since they opened. I don't know if it's 2 years yet, but anyways. So here it is, and over that's Walgreens at the corner. So make sure you always cross, hold your bike really strong. Okay, all these details are very important. Okay, so and that's Staples. I'm just gonna pass there in front for you to see. Okay, the Staples, I print many things there along the years, and I also bought a few office supplies. Okay, and they move a little bit, you know. Yeah, they move, Staples move. But anyways, okay, so, and then we have some people that can't see, so you have to pay attention yourself. Some people are old and they don't look, so be careful yourself. You in charge, you know. Some people, I don't know what they're doing. You know, I was so close to him, he was on this is a pedestrian sidewalk. This is a new store, a floor store, and here is Home Depot with, you know, right here they start with their plants. So I came to Home Depot every month, and I have my preschool. Hello. So I purchase a lot of things here, you know, and plants, veggies, seeds, flowers, and timbers, and you know, and stepping stones. Was really beautiful. For many years I came here. All those years I lived in Golden Gate in Stuart. I came here really often. It's really good. So here it is, Home Depot from Stuart, right by Indian Street. And then you make a pause. You show where you came from for people to have an idea. Hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. All right, so you keep going, and then you record everything you can around and around. And that's what you do, you know, record the cars you have, you know. You always try to focus in a few tags, you know, car tags. It's important. Do it quick before all cars disappear, family cars. Okay, so you record whichever is going on. Pay attention on the best zoom in, zoom out, you know. You can change a little bit, and then you look, you know. You can even practice first, you know, before you. Here's old time. Yeah, I think Walmart was this side, and then they made that, and Ollie's is more recent. Maybe they opened about a year ago. So show people, say hi to people. Okay, and then what you do, you have to record at least 10 cars. So what you do is you check so the best way is to practice a little bit before a good zoom. You see, that is not too much. Okay, I got one here. Open a little bit more. Always make sure you're still recording. Now we are at 11 minutes. Okay, so you record the tags. Okay, you need 10 family cars. Okay, so record, you know, if you go to a supermarket, whichever it is, avoid letting people see, because, you know, so here's another one, okay, so they won't get upset or think, what are you doing, you know, and you're not going to explain people what you're doing and at that moment, right? So you record, okay, so make sure you record 10 of them. I hope it's a recording. It's okay, you know. So you practice. You can make small videos one day and look home. It works, you know. So you will choose the best zoom in, zoom out. All right, that big building there with a flag is the Chick-fil-A. You know, they remodeled, now they have a drive-through. Okay, so here it is. And this flooring company maybe has been here for 3 years, 4 years or so. Okay, so wave to people so they can wave back. All right, okay, so, and over there is the Williams painting there. See the blue van? Okay, so you go this way and you show around. So I live on that way for 6.5 years, at Harbor Cay. Well, behind those tall trees there, that's where I live, Harbor Cay. And before that, you know, some other places. Okay, so here it is. I also came here, you know, before I was vegan. That's many years ago. About 20 years ago, 18 years ago, I used to come here, buy some koi for my pond, you know, so I bought some plants. I even have an aquarium. Yeah, I have to be honest. I had an aquarium at my preschool class because I thought that was so cool, you know, before I became vegan. and of course before this work of the organization. So this company also changed owners, I think 2-3 times along the time, and this was a flower company. I don't know, it seemed like okay, this is a yoga office right there for many years. And here's the Carrabba's restaurant. Okay, so here it is. This is a place they have classes, but I really don't know. I saw quite a few times people bringing people in vans. So I don't know if it's a special class from the college or it's for people with addiction. So I really don't know. And this is a place for music inside the cars. You know, so they install all these speakers and things. Okay, so this is the Carrabba's. That's a new company I told you about. So always be safe. Look. Record. Okay, so here it is. And then you have to show in a map the route you took. Because like I see, I didn't go straight to one place. I show a little bit around, even places that I didn't go. So I went to that uniform store one time, and I went to the taxes. You see the taxes office there? You know? Once I think, once or twice. But I never did any job with them. I always did myself online for many years. Okay, so this is a Jupiter Medical Specialist here, and that's a flea market that I also went a few times. You're gonna buy something over there. Okay, so you can press both sides if you need, you know, while you wait. Okay, and you'll be ready, and then you walk a little bit. Very important to walk. Here in my country we have a problem. You see, the light is good for me, 24 minutes, but it's flashing, be careful. So we have to wait because the light, you see, I have 17 minutes to cross. Cars is still coming, 11 minutes, 10, 9, 8, the lady let me pass. So let's trust the lady, right? Because she was waving very strong. And here we have the Wallace car dealer. So here's the flea market. So we are going to buy something. So cross the streets, okay? Avoid the middle of the block. Now we have to wait again. So that's how you're gonna do it. And you bring your cell phone closer to your mouth every time it's possible. Okay? So you look, down. Okay? Alright, so here it is. Okay? So this is the flea market and big stores they have here. You know, very few. They're open during the week. You know, they sell gas, propane there. No, oh, sorry. So that's how you're going to do, okay? So you're going to walk a little bit, bike a little bit, you know, then you can put the lock, buy something, get the ticket and bring home. That's how you're going to do, okay? Right? I don't know if we're gonna have tickets today because flea market, they don't sell tickets. But you need to do in two places, you know, of your city like I'm doing here, you know. At least, let's do an hour. Let's do an hour. Both of these rides, the route you choose, need to be about 1 hour each. I think that's reasonable. You go on a Sunday ride with your family, right? If you don't have a bike, you borrow. Make sure the tires are good, everything's good. Don't walk in weeds or dirty places, right? Because you don't know if it's a bad screw there, okay? And when you return the bike to that person, you also make sure that you return it with everything how they gave to you, right? The tire is still good, everything's still good, the lock. Okay, so let me lock very quick and I talk to you in a minute. Okay, so you lock your bike, everything's good. Now let's go buy something. So this is a fruit stand. Let's buy something. Let's see if they have receipt. Shall we try? Okay. Need lemon. $5 a bag. Okay, $5 a bag. Okay, I need that. $5 a bag. Hi, how you doing?
Good, and you?
You give receipt? You give a receipt? Can you do it? A receipt?
No.
No? Can you make one by hand?
I send for you. You want to pay card? You pay card?
Yeah.
Okay, I send for you phone number. You receive.
To my phone number?
Yeah.
Oh, how are you gonna
For
pay
machines. For machine.
For what?
For machines. Machine.
Yeah, okay.
You bring somebody to test the machines.
Okay.
$5.
Yes, thank you. Which company is that? Eddie's Farmer Market. Think local. Eddie's Farmer Market.
Yeah, I send you receipt that have my name, my address. Okay? Give me your phone number. See?
Oh, I don't have a phone number. Email. Can you send to email?
Yeah, you pay your email. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Come back. Email. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, here.
Yeah, you send.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Oh, that's a Square, right? That's the company. Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and then you walk a little bit. If she send, the person send to your email, that's fine. You just need the proof, right? But the best is print a short version. But here's a flea market, so they don't have those things. I'm glad she sent you email because then you have a proof, and you record that, okay? All right, so here they sell some shoes and Crocs and more Crocs, you see? So that's how you're gonna do it, okay? We're gonna record. They sell some furniture here and here, maybe a variety of different things and clothes and okay. And then they have toys and stuff. And here, so bags. Fernando, stop a little bit, look around. Always record one side, the other side. So that's 1 hour. 2 rides in a city of places you went the most for the last 10 years. You need to do that, 10 years, okay? All right, so here it is. I came here quite many times, Usually I came here to buy a little socks, their price was good, they were cotton. Very few other times I came here, not too many, like Sprouts. Here was maybe a few times a year. But it's okay, you record and you tell everything. You tell what you're doing, how you went, what you did there, how often, okay? So the flea market for me, maybe twice a year or so. That's how I came here. Even that was just across the street, But I rather buy organic. Today I bought this bag of lemons, not organic. But because I need receipt for this ride, okay? All right, and so that's how you're gonna do it. You need 1 hour ride and show the top, show the sky, say what time. Not now I can't see because I'm recording, but that's about 12:20, 12:25 maybe, okay? So you record a few things, you stop a little closer, and show, don't just keep going. You record a few details, okay? Look at this, how weird, goodness. So you record a few things, and you keep going, record the other side of the street. So that's how you're gonna do, okay? Some countries, they have a lot of street markets. So this is like a street market, but some are more for food, some they can bring clothes, shoes, other things. This is where I bought my that blue shoes I have, the Sperry. I forgot the name. Anyways, so that is the company. So you record, because I bought shoes for all of us. Salo, Griff, and myself, And you just, I never saw this thing here before. And but they're selling food here, and I think the main kitchen is closed. Look, they're not selling anything in the main kitchen. They always had here sandwiches, ice cream, and things like that. Okay? I think because the rent is too expensive, so they're selling, they have less people here in summer. Okay? So you record a bit more. Okay? And what else you can do? Yeah, you just record what they're selling, and say hi. If it's just hi, you can say in your own language so we know that where you are, Okay, so this side here, I asked quite a few times. I sent many emails. I didn't come in person too often, but I sent many emails. With rare exception. I think it was 1 year. I came a few times trying to rent a booth. I rent a booth. I sold little cakes, little vegan cakes. And here to there, I make a proposal for them to plant gardens right there. Those two sets, because they never need that many cars. People can just walk, right? So I made a proposal, but the lady didn't like it. They have so much land, so much space. Okay, so, but anyways, that's what happens. And look at this. Some people, they don't care, So do not carry trash Unless you're sure it's safe, you put right there, keep going. Don't bring it home, because some people do things in purpose. So you don't want to get your hands dirty. So here it is, cars. You raise your hand a little bit to film a little bit. You always film a little bit your feet, you know. So, and you tell where things are from. So this tennis I got from Walmart. So, you know, you make little details here and there, you know, detail here, detail there. Okay? So, here they sell things for marijuana. Look at this. Look how many things. And here they sell furniture and jewelry and, you know, and those painted shells, you know, things like that. And what else? Here's some. All right, so we are back to you will be back to your bike. So you get your bike, unlock it, you show your bike like that. Now you unlock it, put in a safe location, right? Your bike, okay? So that's what you do. All right, you unlock. I got cut off there for some reason, but you shouldn't have that. All right, you should do everything proper and keep checking. Okay, keep checking. All right, because you're gonna lose points if you have any cut. All right, I'm just turning around. And like this. Always try to go. You see, show your feet all the time. Show your bike. And always try to go in a different way. Hi, how you doing? Hello. Hi. Okay, so we go this way now. Okay, we go this way. Alright. And you record. Okay. So 1, walk. That's the best. 2 cars. Okay. And record their brain or stickers. So 3. Okay, you turn around, many cars here. So I got 3, right? Okay, so, and now here it is. Alright, here I'm going to explain what you're going to do with these phone calls. So it's very important. You know, you need to have access to a phone call in the middle of this hour or right before you leave. Okay, so you're gonna choose a family member, right, or friend that you have for many years and you have constant talk, whichever it's possible. Not someone that you just met. Need to be someone that you have been talking, you know, for the last 2 years or so, you know, in a constant basis, you know, maybe your parents, in-law or something, you know, someone that does not live with you. For teachers' conference, you know, and for everyone. So you gonna start recording before you get your bike from the location the bike it is, right, at your friend's door or already got a day before. You're gonna explain, we got all those 4 bikes or 6 bikes, you know, yesterday. You say the date, the time, here now in our city, say the name of the city, it's this, and in Miami right now is this time. So we got this bike, who borrowed? Okay, gonna say, so we had 2 and the other 4 we borrow from our neighbors. You're gonna say their names, you're gonna say where they live in our same community. And you know, so you're gonna prepare. You have to do this part fast because you have 1 hour to go, 1 hour to come back. All right, so you get someone's phone and you're gonna record. They're gonna show you right here exactly how you're gonna do. You're gonna record the phone call you're doing with this person. You know, it needs to be a family member or a friend or a co-worker, someone you contact them quite on a regular basis, all right, for the last 2 years. Okay, so you're gonna call, say, hi, I'm going for my bike right now, look, I'm just calling quick, you know, how you doing there, how's the weather there, you know, you ask something, what are you doing right now, you know, so the person is inside the house or inside the work and just gonna step, you plan ahead, of course, just gonna step outside the building, such as their front door, it's okay, even that apartment with elevator is okay, or wave outside. You know, I'm here, yeah, outside is better, not at the elevator. outside the window. I'm here, the kids' bedroom window, you know, of course, towards where's the most city, and you wave big, you know. You can, that person wave big at this window of the kids or their own bedroom or their own living room or porch, okay, and has like a big colorful thing, like a red t-shirt or something. I'm right here towards where the city is the most, you know, I'm waving, can you see me? Of course, you're not seeing the person, but the person, other cameras from the city are going to record that person in case, because we need those proof that people are living where they're living. Okay, we need proof, the most proof as possible, all right? So get a strong color, like a real red, a real bright color, shirt or, you know, a towel you have, and you wave big at the city most built areas. All right, very good. And you're gonna record and you're gonna say hi to your own language, right? If that person doesn't know English, that's okay, no problem. That's my case. My mother used to speak a little bit, right? She lived in the United States here with me a few years, but she didn't practice, so she lost a lot of it. So we spoke in Portuguese, you have an idea. That's exactly how you're gonna do it. Now, if you're using those phones that you can have the person, film the person live, you get more points, okay? Film the person live. I didn't know how to do that because I already started the conversation, it was too late. And I couldn't do it, but you're gonna do it. You plan ahead, you practice ahead the day before, 2 days before. Don't leave for a day before, always 2, 3, 4 days, a week before. Plan those things ahead. Talk to the person if you're parents-in-law or something like that. Of course, the ones that do not live with you, okay? Or it needs to be someone else that do not live with you. All right, so you just need 2 phones. You get your own, you record with the other one like I did right here. You're done. Talk to the person very quickly just to say hi. That person wave on the window and you're ready to go. Your family, everyone already leave, okay? Very good. You have no cuts. Remember, you need to charge your phone overnight and have your phone empty. Don't have pictures, videos, because it's 1 hour, it's a lot, and then you're gonna download, you know? So pay attention, so it won't be too hard to download this 1 hour video. Here it is, my conversation with my mom. Esses dias, né, trabalhando, e aí foi lá teve a formatura da namorada, a formatura mesmo, não a festa, né? Sim. Aí ele não ficou muito em casa, então agora eu resolvi ligar cedo antes que ele saia de novo, né? Ele vai trabalhar não sei que horas, aí resolvi ligar logo, né?
Aqui tá frio, e você aí, tá bem?
Aqui tá quente aqui, estamos no ar-condicionado. De dia e de noite já. Maio, né, mãe? Maio é muito úmido.
Nossa, é quente.
É muito úmido, quente e úmido. Porque quando é quente, só a gente aguenta mais, mas é quente e úmido. Então, estamos no ar-condicionado. Mas tô caminhando todo dia. Tô me esforçando, graças a Deus. E o Salo é a última semana na escola.
Aí entra em férias.
Aí entra em férias, né? Já é final de maio, já entra em férias. E a senhora, tá bem aí?
Olha, aqui tá frio, né? Agora. E melhorando, né, mãe? Melhorando.
Sei. O Ariel, tá bem?
O Ariel também, tivemos aquela gripe, né?
Mas já sararam os dois, né? Tá tudo bem, sarou.
Olha, ainda ficou um pouco de tosse pro Ariel.
Tem que comer alho, mãe.
Muito forte.
Alho, bastante alho, gengibre, essas coisas.
Eu esqueci do alho essa semana.
Açafrão, limão, todo dia de manhã,
Muito
limão.
Né?
Viu? Isso é importante.
Então tá tudo normal, né?
Mas foi isso, por isso que eu não liguei, né?
Foi na horta, foi?
Não, mãe, eu não fui lá, muito ocupada aqui, resolvendo as coisas. Aí não fui lá.
Longe lá, né?
Não, de bicicleta dá para ir 15, 20, não, uns 20, 25 minutos eu chego lá de bicicleta. Entendeu?
Ah, bom, tá.
É, mas não fui não. E tem bastante salada aqui, então não fui. Arrumei bastante fruta, salada, tem bastante coisa aqui na geladeira. Os meninos não estão comendo muito. Então, agora o Saulo vai entrar de férias, vai comer mais, né? Mas o Grifo come lá no trabalho, come na rua. Falo para ele economizar dinheiro, comer aqui. Mas tem bastante comida aí. Arrumei bastante manga. Tá bem gostosa a manga. Tô arrumando as sementes. Bastante semente. Para plantar. Tababuia. Nossa, arrumei 2 baldes de tababuia, mãe.
O que é tababuia?
É aquela, como é que fala aí no Brasil? É tipo ipê, né? Aquela amarelinha. Como é que fala?
Não sei,
Não sabe essa árvore que tem aí no Cerrado?
não sei. Tababuia, não sei o que é.
É tipo ipê, mãe. Tababuia. Não conhece?
A fruta?
Não,
Fruta?
aquela árvore com flor amarela.
Para comer?
Taponê? Não. Eu conheço como tababuia. Aquela amarelinha. Aquela amarelinha que tem aí. Bom, deixa pra lá. Tá, o que que a senhora vai fazer hoje, mãe? Tá caminhando um pouquinho? Tomar sol?
Olha, tá frio, né?
Muito frio, né, mãe? Ai. Right, so here it is, but for sure, I'm going to do my things better afterwards, but right now, that's how we can do it. Okay, so you have to record the person live. The person gonna wave to you, right, with that red fabric, gonna be by the seat, and that person gonna hold their phone, show their face, turn around, hold the seat. Show the face again and show the city twice each, like I just said here right now, okay? And then the person gonna wave at the phone, say bye, all right? And then you're done, okay? Because then you're gonna be recording that, the person another location. If the person is working, you need to go outside. You have to be outside the building. So you record inside and you record outside. So you record the face of the person towards the bedroom, whichever it is, a little inside, like a meter away from the window. So the face of the person will be clear, but also the background, that room or that porch. No, porch will be clear, but that room will be clear. Needs to be in the location where the city has the most buildings. All right, very good. You record that exact like I did. You're done with one more things for the International Teachers Conference and also for registration for all families of this planet Earth. Let's get ready and we see you soon. All right, the other thing now, we're gonna have a few more small videos, about plants and cuttings and places I've been. Let's keep going. You're gonna do the same exact thing. You can get one flyer here, a little business card over there, but what counts the most is those receipts, okay? All right. But if they have available, it's okay, get a little bit here and there, not big things. I'm doing newspapers because, we are the headquarters, we have to prove who we are. But you don't need newspapers. If you still have newspapers in your city, you just record, the date and leave them right there. Don't buy them. Use your money to buy things you really need, such as fruits, a little bag of rice, a little bag of beans, okay? All right, very good. The other thing I didn't say, buy something with a barcode, okay, with a barcode. So if you get an orange, right, but also get a bag of beans or a bag of rice or lentils or oats, something with a barcode, okay? Yeah, that counts more points as fruit, because fruit, anybody can get the sticker and change, okay? That doesn't count. All right. right, so that's what you're gonna do, okay? So here's an improvement. Don't buy fruits. You buy something with a barcode from a supermarket, okay? All right, very good. Different supermarkets, different places. You can buy a pen, a pencil, a little something, that's gonna be really useful for the future. A little set of flashcards or colorful flashcards, something that are cheap. You can go to a dollar store. You might have a new notebook or flashcards at that dollar store. You need different receipts. Remember, you have 8 rides with 8 different receipts. All of them, the item need to have a barcode. All right? Very good. We see you soon. You can buy some fruits with it. That's fine. But the main thing is to have something with the barcode. If the supermarket has the thing that you're planning to buy, you need, of course, it's close to the cashier, you already get there, it's fine. But you can have a help, even if some countries, the line is long, right, to go on a cashier. It's okay, you can already have right there sibling-in-law waiting for you. Look, I already got the oats or the rice you want. Already here, the line for you. You see? Okay? You plan ahead, give an estimate, and that person waiting on a cashier, if that's your case, let one cashier, one person, one customer to pass in front of them at the time. Okay? So when you're there, you're the next one. Okay? So you won't lose time. You cash out, you're done with that receipt, okay? Very good. We see you soon. So here we have some short videos combined about planting cuttings. All right, as you see here, I already cut many little sprouts coming from the raspberry, the raspberry hibiscus. So I already cut everything that was dry, took it out, and all those little ones that were growing even here towards the bottom. So I already cleaned them out, you see there? All clear, and I already rubbed them gently, and the top you can press, don't rub the top, but you can press gently where it's nothing, no growth coming, right? Press for the plant to feel that you're caring for them. And you already wash, the cup, put fresh water, okay? Ready it is. Okay, so the ones with good root system, so this one, you can already plant or wait a little bit more. You see, one is not enough. If you have four is the best. These are gonna wait also. So let's wait. This is taking a little longer. I don't have anyone with 4 roots. In my case, that will be better. All right? So do the best you can. Have consistency on your irrigation. Be careful with mold because you have this room that's closed. Put the fan on, not too strong, but also not too weak, So those plants, they're going to start growing, with this wind, they're going to start being stronger as well. So put a stronger fan or during the day or at night for them to move, but not day and night, because when they're going to go in nature, they're not going to have that wind. But for this beginning, it's okay. So you do only morning or only at night, only during the day or only at night. Okay? All right. And then you're going to have adjustment. When you're going to put them on the sun, you put them 1 hour, bring back, and then 2 hours, bring back, and then you see if you need more adjustment time. So every day you do this adjustment time, and it might take, a whole week for you to finally plant in the ground after when they are already established. So you have to keep them for 1 or 2 months in the soil, in the container you have chosen, right? To be sure when they go out, they have a good root system. All right? What about the fan? What did I say? Yes, some is good, so you won't have mold. The humidity, gonna keep going, the circulation. Strong fan during the day or at night, but not both. Very good. Here we are. One more for our porch for 1 or 2 more weeks. In 1 week we check and we see. before we put in the soil. We see you soon. Let's get ready. Okay, the other thing, it's for seeds. Remember I told you don't plant even numbers. Okay, I have a good solution for that. All right, if it's a special seed, like I have here, I have lychee, right? I just have 3. Okay, what you gonna do? All right, plant 3 and write it down 3 because they're very special. In my case, that is rare for us to get something. They grow well in Florida, but people import them a lot, export them a lot. So we don't have, they're very expensive for sale here for us, okay? So if you get some seed, whichever it is from lemon, lime, or cantaloupe, avocados, which some are hard to get it, right? Okay, so what you do, for fruit trees, I already told you about, you can plant and then you're gonna get cutting, right? You're gonna do a cutting from another one. But here, for the lychee, that's fine, count 3. But if you have like hundreds of tomatoes, like here's my case, right? And then if you get to an even number, all right, you know what you do? You get the last one and put in different sides of the same container. Just the last 2, it's okay. You can put 2 seeds separate. No. Let's do 1 seed for each tray, as I said before, because some of them might not even grow. Count even numbers, that's fine. Even that you have 100 of them. All right, very good. So count them all, even that you have even numbers. We see you soon. Remember, after using your knife of any size, cutting knives, you have to wash them first and you have to disinfect them. If you're cutting them, anything with disease, of course, then you have to disinfect them. And then you're going to use what you have. You can use something that's fast. You're not putting vinegar, otherwise this is going to be corroded in a few years, right? So you can use rubbing alcohol, right? You can use that if you have. You slide, it's done. It's disinfected and done. In the future, we're not going to have alcohol, right? Rubbing alcohol, or maybe it's better to use for something else. It's all right. Just wash very well, soap and water. Or if it was really a bad disease, just get some boiling water. When people are not going to use the kitchen, you tell them ahead, and then you pour, on your sink, pour the boiling water there, and you're ready to go. Do not use vinegar in any tool, any metal item, right? Because we don't want them. All these good scissors, even that they look like children scissors, but they work and they're expensive. They're $4. $4 I paid this one. They're expensive. I think it was more than $4 actually, even that they're very small. You believe that? Okay, so treat them well, and it's mandatory to sharp everything afterwards, twice a year only. So you're gonna do now. When you're starting to set up your tools, right, whichever is downstairs, these sky risers, with bigger tools for the garden, or small tools like that for upstairs, or the greenhouse, whichever is your reality, can be already the sky riser kitchen floor, right? What you do? Then, of course, you're gonna take care of them, right? You're gonna paint. Some hand tools are not good. You're gonna sand them. You're gonna sharpen them up, wash them. Of course, you're gonna take care of them before you start. But after we start, that's 2023 is mandatory. Everyone needs to start. As soon as you start, you get your points for yourself. You're working on a location that is everything already checked. But your community also gonna get the points. They got their room. Who is the community? The 10 department directors, the 4, the community in general. We already got that, okay? All right? So that's what you're gonna do. All the tools are clean. You check on PZAP. Yes. All the tools are painted or sanded. Yes. All the tools are working, are fixed. Yes. Okay? Do you have enough tools? Yes. So this way you working at the garden, get your points. Yes, we already did a template. So dear volunteers, please do a template for this as well, okay? All these items they have to check. All right? Okay, and then you're gonna say how many body tools, you know, the long ones with the big handle, how many you have for your entire community, you know, and then you divide by how many people. So we have an idea how many people have one, you know, every long tool, and the handle ones, you know, the hand tools, the small, the short ones. But we, you know, just for an estimate, okay? So please, volunteers, do this, and then at the bottom, you always have, you know, 2 people signing, 2 people as testimony. Who is signing? You can do the 4, you know, the 4 different helpers, right? Can be the present owner, the 4 couples, married couples with 2 children, elders living with them, okay? All right. And what else? You also have two testimony residents. All right, so get ready, get going. Also for watering can, everything. Gonna make a list of what you have, how much you have. Remember, you're gonna use the words first, right? If it's a hole in a hose, no problem, you use that. Why? For people to give value. If a hose is black, you use it, you paint and you use it, okay? Don't waste any irrigation things, all right? And we're gonna do the irrigation on the top of the soil, above ground, but you have to paint any hose that's black or almost black, all right? Very good, let's get ready, we see you soon. And here it is, all this lemon ready to get the seeds, and let's plant them all. We see you soon. And volunteers, please get a farm for us, you know, so we can have an awesome summer camp here in Brazil, okay? And for our families, friends, other volunteers are welcome to come if we know them, right? Or if they want to really work a lot, right? But we need to know them. Okay, so let's go, my friends. Let's have this beautiful summer camp. Or if you know a state governor, a mayor for the whole county, you know, offer them our program and I will teach them as a piloting program, okay? So I already offer here to Ron DeSantis, and I already offered to Joseph Biden, our president, and Ron DeSantis right now is the governor, Florida governor. So I already offer a program. Do the same, okay? And because we also need money, so they can give whichever they believe is good. They can help us out. That's wonderful, because we're still paying rent, electricity, and other things, right? Okay? Because this is a gift, my friend. Real food for summer camps, for schools, residential communities. Yes, let's get going. And we can have a proper classes. And I will be, you know, in all those locations, a half a day, you know, from Monday to Friday, everywhere, even Saturday, a half day I can work as well, right? Like everyone else in the entire planet, okay? And then in the afternoon, I will take care of my laundry and my house cleaning with my family. Okay, so let's do that. Offer to your governor, your mayor, your president, okay? City mayor, county mayor, and call me. Can be in any country. Just call me. Send me an email. What's my email? natureevents24@gmail.com. So send me an email right now. You know, if this person agree, I can give classes online. All right? Very good. Then they make a donation, and you're going to see how we are planting. Going to be a real great gift. We see you soon. Let's get ready. And send us an email. All right, my friends, let's say a few words about mangoes. So if you're going to eat them, right, of course you're going to taste them. They're great. All right, so you're going to save that one. You cut them sharp as here. You know, I didn't cut the rest yet, so you cut everything all around. So you go to places that are using them, because those will be perfect, you know. buy from the street, and then you go buy from the supermarket, buy from different locations, so they will have different genetics. You know, the passion fruit and many others, they need different varieties. For everything you're gonna plant, you need different varieties. So they will have a stronger genetics as they grow and pollinate with each other. They're going to start having this stronger genetics. It's like human beings, right? So white get married with a black or Latin, you know. So we are mixing our races to be what? Be stronger. Okay. So here's the same thing, you know. So here it is. You cut them out. You do not put them in your mouth. Okay. Cut the best you can. And if you're going to plant, you can already go ahead and plant. You don't need to dry them out and then plant them afterwards, okay? I just put those, I washed them yesterday, you see, because they start to dry. It's like avocado. Plant as soon as possible. Avocado, you're going to do the sticks, right, for them to start sprouting. So I didn't put the sticks yet, okay? But plant them right away. Do not wait. Tomato, all these things, you don't have to dry them. If you have the pots ready, everything ready, go ahead, the tray is ready, you know. You don't have to dry like I have been showing here, because right now we don't have this location yet. So that's why we just, you know, we can't have them molded, right? But we lost quite many that were already sprouting, the ones I got yesterday. You know, quite many tomatoes, the very large tomatoes, you know, quite many already have the sprouts, you know, but it's okay. I can't keep them wet. They're going to get molded. If I soak them or if I sprinkle water, it won't work. All right, so quick review. Do not touch your mouth ever in any of those fruits to avoid bacteria. They're not ready for bacteria. They have bacteria afterwards in the soil. The main thing right now is for them to sprout, okay? That's your main objective. They're going to sprout, start forming roots, and then they need bacteria, but not bacteria from the mouth. It's acidic, right? We know that. Our saliva is acidic. Do not touch them. Very good. That's a great step. If someone already touched them, didn't know, or a child, whichever didn't know, all right, do not ever use vinegar. What you do? Boil water in a container, put them in a sink, and you pour the water. So just for 1 or 2 seconds. So let's do 1 second. 2 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, and 1,000. Then you flip them, you know, with something because they're going to be hot, of course. And then 1 and 1,000, 2 and 1,000. Okay. So you pour water and the bacteria is gone. And before, of course, you wash them well to take the acidic, you know, you rub them, you know, to make sure you do the best you can. And you let it be, you know, let it be. Because the bacteria are going to die right there and the acid from your mouth already going to take out. Why? Because all this fuzz here, they're connected to the germ of the root, right? Makes sense. So we don't want to put vinegar or anything else, and we don't want to leave the acid from the mouth there as well. Got it? Great. Okay, so they're gonna be clean and fresh. All right, very good. Never vinegar or anything else. Soap, nothing. Never soap, kitchen soap or any soap. Okay, all right, very good. You plant them, they're gonna start sprouting, you're gonna know that their root system is starting. Then they're gonna need that bacteria from the soil, but never ever from your mouth. Very good. Okay, let's get ready and plant everything you have. Don't let them dry, because if they dry, then they don't sprout anymore. If you have avocado, that's the same. For many things, you know, plant them right away. All right, let's get ready. Come to Florida, my friends. Let's get going. We need this beautiful space, plant a lot of food. We only have 2 months to grow this food for our conference teachers on August 24th, 2023. So hurry up and come to Stuart so we can find a great place together and we move. All right, let's get going and have a beautiful summer camp for children and families. Okay, my friends, here's an improvement. Instead of putting your seeds here in a sink, and pour the boiling water, you do the other way around. When the water is boiling, you get your seeds and you put inside the pan. You count 4 seconds. That's plenty. 4 or 5 seconds, no more. Because the water is going to be really boiling and it's no time for sure to hurt the germ of those big seeds. Okay, they're big, not for the small ones, right? That's another story. Okay, very good. Let's get going. And for the little ones, you just do the best you can. But for this big one, because it's very hairy, that's a concern. The main thing is they won't get fungus on these strings, right? Until they start growing and they can't have bacteria going into the soil of them, all right? Very good. I think 45 minutes in a boiling water is plenty. For sure it won't hurt the germ. Let's get going. My friends, for every non-stick pan, if you have to wash it, never ever put metal silverware inside. So you have to wash this, you have to wash that, put outside. So you won't ever scratch those pans. They will last for centuries and millennia. Okay? Because if you use a plastic, bamboo or wooden spoon, they will last. So non-stick pans. That's why we said use the worst you have right now so people will learn and will practice, right? We don't want to get brand new pans scratched. So always use a natural material such as this one, bamboo or wood or plastic. Of course, if it's something boiling, you need to keep mixing, not using plastic. Makes sense, right? Okay, then this way you mix with a spatula so it won't stick to the bottom, whichever it is the food, right? If you don't have too many juice, it's not soup, right? It's okay, it's a casserole with some different things. Okay, use the spoon, the spatula. And then you just get the food, with a spoon when it's ready to serve. Okay, very good. Let's get going. We'll see you soon. Alright, if you get a fuzz, right, somewhere, I left some here because I'm cleaning up my lentils. Alright, so you're gonna slide with your hand before even use a towel. Get most of them this way. That is how everyone gonna be doing. So you bring to the edge. Kids, everyone need to learn that. You put your hand here very properly, not like that, but really properly, the best you can, and you come this way, okay? Every children, they need to learn how to do that, because some kids can't do that. You believe that? It's true. So we have to learn how to do those things, okay? All right, so my water is boiling, and I'm going to show you. So I'm going to put, you need to have a reasonable amount of water. The water is boiling. Okay, I'm just going to take out a little bit. Okay, all right. So I'm going to submerge them really slowly. Okay, so here it is. About 4 to 5 seconds. Shall we do it? Okay, so here we have our mangoes. One at a time, really slowly. Okay. So make sure you grab them strong with your nail so won't slip and won't drip hot water on you. So you hold with your nail, you're boiling anyways, right? And you put right there, you see? So the first one is the worst. The rest will come without dropping. All right, you put them all there, okay? So now you count for about 5 seconds, So great, it's already boiling again. So I'm just gonna get my spatula to keep them down. You don't want them floating, okay? So you get the back of your spatula and you keep them down a little bit, okay? All right, so let's do 10 seconds. I think it's better. Okay, so 1 and 1,000, 2 and 1,000, 3 and 1,000, 4 and 1,000, 5 and 1,000, 6 and 1,000, 7 and 1,000, 8 and 1,000, 9 and 1,000, and 10. Okay, all right, very good. Okay, I don't know if this thing for mangoes also work because there are 2 on the bottom, you know, so let's see which ones are the ones. No, they're just heavier. That's okay, they're just heavier because they have much more hair. These I cut off. All right, you don't want to keep that long, so you keep there for 10 seconds, right? So you drain, okay, you drain well because you don't want to keep them there, right? So your sink is clean, so that is fine, and clean anyways with this boiling water. All right, you let it stay a minute or so, 2 minutes, so because it's still hot water on them. Don't touch them. Everything already put hot water, so you have no germs, bacteria here, so it's fine, okay? After that, they're ready to plant. You know, prepare your pots. You know, you can leave them here, they're fine. As soon as nobody gonna put anything dirty on them, right? So, you already can grab them, you know. In my case, I'm already gonna clean up because I have something else to do and I don't wanna take chances, you know, to leave them there. Someone else need the sink. Okay, so you just keep them, they're ready to be planted. Very good. All right, let's get going, my friends. Here we are ready for beautiful summer camp. Do you want to do summer camp with me? All right, come then, let's do it. All right, my friends, we're waiting for you here in Stuart, Florida. Let's get ready and send us an email. natureevents24@gmail.com. Very good. Or goianaferreira28@gmail.com. But Nature Events bad because a newer email, so let's get going. See you soon. All right, here we are. Look at our counter. It's almost everything cleaned with a very few exceptions. So we just have the lentils that I didn't take out everything, and we have this avocado to put in water today. We have to figure out a way because I don't have the toothpicks. So keep toothpicks if you have, because we're gonna need lots of them for our avocados, right? And if you have heating pads such as elders use, that's fine. You know, you're gonna use them. You know, if it's cold in your area, keep them all. We need those heating pads for winter time because when spring comes, all those plants will be ready to be brought outside, many of them, okay? Very good. Now, if you have, I already said, but not everyone see the same video, so let me say quick here. Keep any napkin you have. Never go, very rarely I go to fast food. The last time I went, I think was 8 years ago. But anyways, keep those, any paper you get anywhere. These I just got here because we got some food and they came with it. So, all right, but we didn't buy anything. So keep all this paper. So yes, keep any tea you have, okay? Use them now. All right, in the future, gonna be only for winter time because during summer, warm, everyone gonna live in warm areas. What we do, we eat salads, right? But for now, make tea for people, you know, make tea. People are, you know, they don't have much coffee. Offer tea. Many people can have tea, okay? And some people are in winter right now, right? The southern hemisphere, some places are cold. If it's far from the equator, they're cold, right? I just talked to my mother today. You're going to see a little bit of the conversation in Portuguese, but it's cold there right now. Yeah, May, June, July, very cold. Okay, so if you find any other seed, I was cleaning my counter, I found those, keep. You know, it's forbidden to waste any seed. Okay, it's forbidden. You know what they are. So if you don't know, it's okay. You're gonna see as soon as they grow. If they're similar to another one, it's all right. Okay, but don't waste them. You know it's a seed. Maybe it came out a little bit from the wind. And of course, when you're going to deal with seeds and sort them out and put them, right, you put in your hand, right, you put them on your left hand and you grab them with your left hand. You know, if it's bad, if you're in a garden, straight planting. But if you are in a table, right, in a counter, it's okay. You can put them around the counter, and then you get and you plant one by one, because that's good. You can sort them out, separate them a little bit. All right? Very good. What else I have to say? Always make a little note of the plant it is. Why? Because you don't want them together. This is very important. You want like 4 different ones for them to be strong. So you're going to plant a tomato number 1 and another tomato number 5, you see? And keep the square, you know, a foot square. We're going to tell in centimeters right now, because that's a very good way for planting and, you know, for people to have an idea how to do it. All right, my friends, let's get ready. Remember, the eggshells, you crumble them just a little bit and put around the plants. If you see any snails or something like that, they're very good to block them, okay? And get your coffee grounds from the neighborhood, the store selling coffee. Hurry up! Until end of June, just do the best you can, and let's get ready. Beautiful gardens for all of us. All right, let's talk about the serving and cooking spoons, both of them. You need a plate on the side while you're cooking, okay, 10 centimeters away, all right, from the edge of the stove. All right, so you're cooking, as I said before, right? You put here, or you mix in the bottom of that casserole with a spatula, you put them over here. Always 20 centimeters. You cannot have your towel, your dish towels also close to the stove. Nothing 20 centimeters apart. All right, the other thing, at the serving location, right? So you have your living room right there, right? Gonna be your cafeteria, right? So your living room gonna be your cafeteria with the tables already set. So one table can be a strong table, never moves. One table only, because some living rooms are not too big. So here's another improvement. I said 2. So we're just gonna use 1. One table stay there forever, never moves, okay? The others can be folding tables, because you might use that same space for yoga class, stretching, English. So you put them in, you put them out. The other one's folding tables, okay? But one is to be a wooden table for real, okay? That's gonna be in a corner, such as this place here, right? If you have a counter already installed at this cafeteria, your living room that will be a cafeteria, then you don't need this extra table. The counter will count. Make sure you have a thick plastic, okay? You have a thick plastic on the top, transparent plastic, and you paint that counter, okay? You paint something harmonious. How are you gonna do it? All right, let's talk about that. So you have the table, right? You can make a margin, 1 or 2 margins, and I put a little detail here, such as 2, 4 leaves, a few flowers. Very simple and fast. Don't put too much details. On the following year, and then you're gonna paint something else on the opposite side. So you do 2 sides this time, and the opposite next year, okay? And you keep adding. All right, you keep adding. So, for example, if you do 1 frame, you have to do 1 frame all around, a bright color. So, for example, if you do orange, the next year you can do red to complement. If you do dark green, and then you can do clear green. All right, whichever color you have, you know already, go ahead and paint it now. And for the following year, we can share paint with other people, okay? All right, so that is good. So remember, did I said always 20 centimeters from the stove. The stove you have, right? Okay, until, you know, you go to the clubhouse, right? Because at the clubhouse, you need to have the flat stove. That's priority. Why? You cannot start serving anyone at the clubhouse, even that you got the teams organized, even that you got everyone organized, if you still have a stove like that. Have a flat stove because that's better. Very good. So here we are. We are going to use small soaps. You know, those decorative soaps, you're not using them for decoration anymore. You're going to use themselves, right? Okay, so remember, you use first the liquid, regular liquid. Then you use any bar soap you have, the smallest. Start with the smallest ones, right? And it's forbidden to be rubbing. Otherwise, we're going to waste them. We can't waste them. Okay. The other thing, we're going to keep those caps. You know, even black, it's okay because it's something very small. As soon as they're firm, they're good. Because you can put the soap there, you know, to dry, like this. And won't get melted, you won't waste, right? Perfect. Okay. If you don't have too many of those small ones in your community, keep what you have. For example, this one is much thinner, right? It's not that rough, that strong, but look, it's still good. Or even like that, flat, right? It's still good. So you do whichever is possible, you know, and because every family gonna need one for every bathroom. Okay, all right, so what's the number one? The liquid soap you already have, and use drops, not a whole bunch. Some of them, when you squeeze, they're gonna come too much. So make sure you don't press all the way, because my friend, every drop counts. Okay, number two, you're gonna use the small bars. So people to start giving value. Number three, big bars of soap. Okay, all right, and then number four, our own made the piece ones in proper factories. We're gonna try to give to all countries, right? The best liquid one. And then the number 6 is the one you're gonna plant and do yourself with your own herbs and things, okay? All right, in between there, you're gonna be doing a little bit at schools at every age, just for people to have an idea how it works. But in reality, they're gonna produce a little bit and bring to their clubhouse, not to every house. Or they can use, if they did at school, they're gonna use at school. If they did at residential communities, they're gonna use there, okay? So people will start feeling and learning how to do until the plants grow more, maybe 5-6 years from now, right? We're gonna have plenty of them, because our priority for herbs and everything else is to eat, okay? So save every drop. What did I say? Don't squeeze them until the end. You stop in the middle. You know, just get the drops you need to soak, because what kills the germs or bacteria is how many times you rub. Remember, we're gonna rub our hands, you know, it's 20 times, and then you do other 20 on the sides and wrist, okay? All right, so it's 40 times total. Very good. Here we are. More updates for all of us. Detail. So I just washed this, ready to put away in my bag, because for security I want to keep one more. Don't have too many. And maybe I'm going to share, right, with some other people. All right, great. Okay, don't dry things, you know, everywhere with paper towel. My friend, be wise. You save every tiny little piece of paper. Why is that? Because you don't know when more toilet paper gonna come. And you know, you have to install the toilet, a little shower, you know, hand shower, you know, the little, that has about a meter long, 80 centimeters long, right by the toilet, right? Okay, but you have to remember, every little piece of paper counts. Okay, so that's fine. If you're using your underwear, you know, for example, females just went pee, right? And they're gonna take a shower ahead. Don't use, because that's very easy. You can dry yourself, fold inwards the wet part of the underwear, female underwear. You're gonna shower anyways, you're gonna wash your underwear, the shower, but water, we're gonna have more plenty. But toilet paper, we won't. So be smart and use the least as possible. Talk to your kids, okay? If they get a little hand dirty, that's all right. You're gonna explain them that you have soap and water. But more important than soap and water is toilet paper until you have those cotton towels cut, and also those toilet little holes ready, okay? Yeah, they're about 1 meter long, 8 centimeters. Every bathroom, every toilet needs them, okay? So we would save, and every bathroom will have a container with the dirty ones and another one far away with the clean ones, okay? The ones that were already boiled. All right, very good. Let's keep going and save every tiny decoration soap you have, okay? And the caps I just told you about, all right? So the other improvements for the herbs, use the herbs, that's all right. As soon as the person just move in and you have no idea who is the person, then of course if the person give you any, you know, you're gonna consider just put in a garden the ones that are open. But if they're closed, you can use them, right? Okay? And you're gonna be talking to the person, you're gonna see, right? You're gonna feel, right? But be careful, some people know how to lie. If you don't know the person, just throw away the open ones, but keep the closed ones. The herbs, I'm talking about herbs. All right, the other thing, remember, you have to dry. If you're using a bar soap at this time and you're gonna put in a plastic container, make sure it dries well. Put on the fan, you know, or air conditioning running over the night so it's dry well. So you don't want this to be all melted, right? So dry really well first, okay? Because your priority is the liquid one you already have. Very good. And of course, if you have a big container, right? So such as I got a big container here. So what you're gonna do, keep filling them up, the shower, the hand, until you finish those jars. But talk to your children, your teen, your spouse, right, and the elders, so because every drop of soap counts. Very good. Here we are. We are great families. We are strong. We are united. We save materials and we save money and points. Very good. Let's get ready. All right, let's talk quickly. Keep all your toilet papers. You know, those rolls, you cut in half and open them up, put the soil, you know, already them cut. So that's what you're gonna do. And you put them in a tray, in a draining plastic. Remember, I did a lot of those examples last year. Check our videos, you know, 2022. I think it was September to beginning of December. All right, so you cut them and you put them beside each other on those plastic containers, like longer salad ones, right? Whichever you have, you know. Of course, you make the hole them ahead of time. They need to be about 10 centimeters tall, so they won't dry too much, okay? All right, so what you can do, if your container is like this one, for example, this is about 10 centimeters. You're gonna put towards the top, you know? So you put dirt on this part here, you see? Or even maybe like that, all right? Whichever is the size of your container. Okay, and here you keep level, not too high, because you don't want them to dry too much. Keep them level right here. Okay, put soil. You already did the holes for drainage on the bottom, so it's good. Plant, you know, you can fit many, you see? I already showed them last year how to do it, so get it done and use them all. Another update, I already said once only. So now we are going over everything, right? It's May 2023. So on the future, when we are going to make some toilet paper, we are going to make some, right? Okay, so we're gonna have plastic ones instead of paper, like this plastic one with little bumps, you know, and they will last for millennials. And we could just wash them, rinse them, okay? Because we're gonna make some toilet paper, all right? Okay, for public places, we can't have these towels everywhere. This more is for homes and for own community. But some public places, I think the best is to really have them like that. So that's how they're gonna be, you know, and have the bumps so they start rolling and grabbing those paper. All right, let's get going. I think we're gonna be really great. If you have any sewing kit, You keep them all, every tiny bit counts, okay? You just have to turn them in to the clubhouse, all right, or these kitchen floors that we're gonna have every skyriser. Turn them in when you need. You ready, you know where it is, and they're gonna use first the ones that are small, like this one, little pieces, right? And then keep the bigger rolls, because the bigger rolls you can use in a machine. Makes sense, right? Okay, when is the sewing day? I think I said one of the Saturdays of the month, right? But we need a Tuesday as well, because, you know, for people that work on a weekend. So let's do the third. Let's do the third Tuesday of the month and third Saturday of the month. Okay? This way we cover all the families, even those that are working on weekend, at their own community preparing food, or in local restaurants or fun sites, nature events, hotels. Okay, very good. All right, so here it is. Don't throw them away. And also what you're going to keep? Heating pads, like elders use heating pads. You use everything, my friend. Don't throw anything away. Okay? Very good. And of course, already sew your things before you turn them in. On your 2 days house cleanup, you know, sort them out, check, you know, so you don't have to wait for the following months, because you're going to have a question. All your clothes are properly sewn. You're going to check them all. All your buttons, clothes buttons, are firm into place. You're going to check that point. Because those things already start at your family notebook. When the Peace app is already available to everyone, you're just gonna say the date. Since that day are closed, you check everything. So even the kids come from school, you have to check that clothes. If you have any clothes on a hamper, you check. But then you can see, yes, all the clothes are properly sewn. All of them have, the buttons are firm. Great. You don't have broken zippers. No. All right. Very good. Put that on the side. Now you're going to talk about your cleaning towels. All your cleaning towels are properly sewn. And then you're going to say, yes, they don't have fuzz coming out. You just cut and didn't take care of them. Right? Okay. So, yes. All your mini towels, kitchen towels, are properly sewn. Yes. All your towels for the bathroom are properly sewn. Yes. Okay? So you go everywhere like that. Kitchen towels, the 20 by 20 small towels, are them ready? Yes. So you start checking. Even that you didn't start attending the clubhouse yet, you got them all organized at your own house. Very good. Okay, let's get going. See you soon. Let's talk about these two things. Seem very simple, right? What is missing? Tell me what's missing. So you already know, I told you a few times, here I have my tababuya seeds, right? I got 2 buckets of those. And here, it's my box with all garden things, plastic, you know, things for sprouts, bags to transplant them, lots of toilet wraps, things to make soap. That's for after, but anyways. Okay, so yeah, that shouldn't be here, sorry. Okay, so you have everything for your garden. So what is missing? What's missing? A label. So you're gonna get a print size paper, white or colorful, whichever you have, and then you're gonna cut a half, put it there, and a half you put on this white glue. You use white glue. The glue you're gonna use first at schools or at home if you have are those stick glue, okay? All right, because those are the first one we're gonna already send to recycle. Use and send to recycle. So that's what is missing, okay? So that's what is missing. So you're gonna put a half page there, half page here, saying, you know, what it is. So here, collected day. Of course, don't close, because if it's a drop of water, there's bad. What you do instead, you mix, you know. So the fan, you might wait 1 or 2 weeks. You're not ready to plant. You need containers, such as my own reality right now. So you just mix them, make sure they're dry. You know, if you're gonna harvest them early in the morning, Make sure you dry them really well when you get them home, because in all countries we have dew from the night, okay? And of course if rain or anything else. All right, so you are going to put that label, but not only one side, you need two sides. Why? Because in the future, everyone gonna get their leftovers and bring to this apartment greenhouse, right? The master bedroom. Okay, so what you're gonna do? They're gonna put the box this way with another one in front, or they're gonna put the box this way. It's already labeled. You already have that. You have an idea what you have. So garden materials. Then you're just gonna count quickly. I have 10 or 20 plastic containers, right? I have the seeds, okay? All right, how many seeds? All right, you have all that written. Okay, so the other thing is that you get your seeds, okay? You make bigger pouches like I did one, because I got a lot of pitanga seeds. So I didn't got the right day, I think it was twice. I went to the Golden Gate Community Garden. So I just put April because I don't have the proper date. But if you have the date, you get more points. Proper date. I can figure out if I look the calendar. I can figure out. I know the days I went there. So, and then you write medium tomatoes, yellow tomatoes, Everglade tomatoes, very large. We're not using the word extra large. We use very large tomatoes. And basically it's that. We're gonna have about 5 sizes of tomato. I think we can manage. Okay? All right, very good. So cherry is cherry. We are not using the word Everglades anymore. Okay? Cherry is cherry. They're all about the same size. And then we start plum tomato, number 2, right? Plum tomato. Number 3, medium. Large and very large. 5 tomato size. So according to what you have, they have to fit. We're not saying beef, tomato, we're not saying, we have the plum tomato, right? Okay, all right, so just do like that, no beef, but the plum, stay plum tomato for a little longer, I'm sorry. Okay, so you have an idea how many seeds. If you can count, ask the kids to count, you get more points if they're counted, and you get more points if you have a proper date, okay? Organize them all, let them dry well, okay, or plant them right away as I said. If you have the pots, my friend, don't wait. You go ahead and plant them in a reasonable way that you're already gonna have your garden beds, right? You don't want to have hundreds of seedlings growing, right, 10, 20 centimeters tall, ready to go on the ground. You don't have the ground. Or ready to go outside and you don't have this outside authorization. Okay? All right, very good. So that is what you're gonna do. Okay? All right, let's get going, my friends. Let's get ready, organize, and will be a gift. Okay, this got broken like that because I was taking out, was too wet. But anyways, you will be very organized, very neat. Write their names, everything separate. Okay, for cucumbers, normal. Many are thin and not good, but you keep the good ones because we need lots of fruits, veggies, everything. All right, very good. We'll see you soon. Get ready. And everything with documentation. Remember, always get the owner's signature, one more person, such as secretary or spouse. So 2 owner's signature and 2 testimony for everything you're going to plant outside. Get written paperwork, okay? Very good. Get ready. Right, the other thing is about air conditioning. You cannot leave the air conditioning day and night, and keep going. You cannot do that. So early in the morning, you open the doors of your work, right? For an hour or 2. If it's really muggy, then 1 hour. If it's reasonable, right, not burning hot, because you need your students to focus, right? You need the adults to focus on their work. So as soon as you open 1 hour, that's okay, and then you can turn on again. And of course, in cooler months or months that are not so damp, right, not so wet, humid, and then you can leave longer, 2 hours, the whole morning, the whole day, okay? As soon as the fan is on, it might be good for many places, right? Many countries, okay? All right, so just remember, all elders 50 years old and older, grandparents, they have priority on the air conditioner of their houses and on the cafeteria as well. They make an agreement between them, okay, because we need them to feel good. You might have someone from Alaska and someone from Guyana Francesa, right? That's right on the equator. So you can have people in the same place eating every day that, they are used to completely different weather. They are going to talk, and the older ones gonna have priority. So if you have those 50, 60, who gonna have priority? The oldest, the older ones. 70, 80, if you have 80 and 90, of course, gonna be the 80s and 90 years old, right? To talk and decide. They have priority, all right? Very good, we see you soon. Just to be clear, let's get the last 2 decades to decide, right? For common areas such as the cafeteria, right? For when they see, or heater. Because some deserts gonna be cold at night. Or even people already live in the cold, they're cleaning out their homes, but we need a rule for everything. That's the rule. You get the last 20 years of people that attend, the elders, the last 20 years. And they will have the meeting and decide. All right? Very good. And they can have, 4 meetings a year for these first 5 years, right? They have this priority. So even at their homes as well, okay? But their home is easy, it's just themselves, right? Just one couple, okay? But at cafeterias, so that's how you're gonna do it, because we need to do the best we can for them to feel comfortable, happy, right? And working with us and having fun with us. All right, let's get going. Details for the stove. You cannot start the clubhouse if you don't have all these details organized, the teams, properly set up, the transfer of the containers, who gonna cook during the week, who gonna cook on the weekend, and then you start, after you set up everything, you start on that Monday. If everything is not really ready, you have to wait 1 more week or even 2, right? Because you can only start offering the meals or accept the meals from people's homes when you ready that stove. And without gas, need to be electric flat stove, okay? So you're gonna get from those houses, those communities that are housing, they are going to be the first one to be empty out, right? People are moving to apartments, so those are the ones you don't install a new one. For sure, you're gonna find a stove and just put it there. We're gonna get new ones afterwards, all right? When we are building our definitive apartments, okay? But you cannot gather food from people, not even in can, in anything. If they have extra silverware or plastics, those things is okay. They can send, and you can start organizing. You can start the planting if you have the planting ready. But food, you cannot work in a stove that's gas or propane, right? Different types of gas, what I want to say. And if it has an oven, you cannot offer anything if you have an oven at that kitchen. All right? Very good. Let's get going. Okay, my friends. So for the seeds, if you have, for example, like that one that opened up, it was not really good, it's all right. Just do the best you can, you see, and you put right there. If you have any at the bottom afterwards, you know what to do. That's fine, okay? Because you don't want to get a fresh new paper to make any new wrappings. You're gonna plant them soon. Remember, you need to plant those foods somewhere as soon as possible. If you didn't have the agreement yet at your residential community, volunteer to your children in school or grandchildren school, all right? Volunteer and start. The main thing is to start, get going, all right? Okay? So start planting because that's priority, and put the name outside, because when you're gonna sort them out, you already know what they are. So you see, only this one, I got the pouch here because I really have many, you know, and they're much bigger, but all the others, get napkins, you know, the least as possible so you can save every little piece of paper. All right, very good. All right, let's talk a few words. Let's say a few words about shower time. So many people already do that, but we have to say everything for us to be sure and help those that are not doing yet. Okay, so you're going for a shower. You rinse yourself, right? Rinse whichever you want, if you're sweaty or not, whichever you want, you rinse. Okay, so you're gonna feel comfortable. But with the soap, you're gonna follow proper order. First is the head, you know, the hair. First is the hair, okay? All right, the second is the face. All right, the face you can do with underarm the same time because it's the same type of soap. Some people on the hair gonna use shampoo, but this is okay, it's the same soap you can already do underarms. They're close by and will. So you rub, rinse, done. Okay. And then you're going to do your private parts, right? The front, the back, you do the private parts. All right, you're done. Okay, that's with your hand. You put soap in your hand, wash yourself. All right, so here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. Now on the number 4, you get the loofah, okay? A loofah. We're gonna write simple way instead of PH or the way they write. Let's write simple, okay? Because we're gonna do this for everything. You get the loofah and you rub your body entirely, okay? Put just a few drops, 1 or 2, you know, whichever type of soap you have at your loofah. You know, the scrubbing, because we have to scrub. You don't scrub your face, and if you're taking sun on your arm, do it very gently. If you're taking sun, if you're using shorts, you're taking sun here, do it more gently, okay? Because we don't have too much coconut oil for everyone or hydration cream, right? Many of those are bad anyways, the hydration cream. So if you're taking sun on those areas, you do it gently. In other locations such as the back, you know, you rub it stronger because you need to take the old particles of skin, right? Okay, all right. So you wash yourself, you rinse everything, you're done, okay? Now, very good, you're done, you know, so you follow proper order from the top to the bottom, so you don't have to keep going back and rinse. You're not sure if you wash or not. Some people like that, they don't focus, so it's important for us to focus from top to bottom. Very good, here we are, one more update for all of us, shower time. All right, so let's say a few words about constipation. Remember, be careful with the elders. Maybe they're fine with or without medication. Medication is only up to 6 months, okay? Remember, we're also not going to have many things. Sometimes people buy things, you know, such as some seeds or gels or yogurt or, you know, kefir and all these things. We're not going to have that for everyone, right? So you have to make a plan. The first thing is to drink lots of water because people gonna lose a lot of water in this heat, right? So that's the first thing, drink a lot. The number 2, you do massage. So when you look at your own belly, you're going to do circular motions, okay? So you can do sometimes like that, and sometimes like that, you see? You do around your belly. And one day, so you can even think, every even day use your right hand, and every odd day you use the other hand, right? So you practice with those, both of them. So, you know, the 4 fingers is even better because it covers more. is not to start very strong. Some elders, my friends, you have to remember, they have a very soft skin. If they're gonna rub, they're too strong, they're gonna rip, right? The same as here. So it's okay, just use some drops of soap. You don't have to rub your skin if that's their case. Okay, because some people are old, their skin is fine, it's great, you know, but some others, they're not, they're very thin and you have to be careful. Okay, so for elders, you know, so they just do it gently with the loofah, if the loofah is soft, or with a little towel, you know, about 10 by 20, that's okay if they want. Or just with the soap is fine, give them time to be stronger and healthier, all right? So of course, in this case, you don't use the loofah. Okay, so here you already learned. You looking at your own belly, that's the motion you're gonna do it. You know, it's the way the colon, the intestines go, right? With the peristaltis going this way, moving. Okay, so every shower you do that. Every shower time. So, because as I said, you're not going to have too many drops of coconut oil, olive oil, whichever, you know, we're not going, we have to save those things the best as possible. So the person is washing their hair, got a little shampoo, already use that soap that's falling to make this, and then let it rinse a bit more and keep doing, you know. So you're gonna start with 20 and you go up to 40 times, that's enough, don't need anymore. And you start softly, right? And then you do harder, right? As the weeks are passing, whichever you believe is good, okay? All right? So review, drink lots of water. Number 2, do a massage, right? Number 3, eat a lot of salad. Number 4, make love, right? All these things contribute, okay? And then number 5 here, every shower, that's what you do. Make, you know, so left hand, right, on odd days. And right hand on even days. Very good. Here we are. Some more updates for all of us. We see you soon. Take care. Hi, my friends. Now this is a little flyer I got, you know, because we have to put some videos, blend a little short videos of life existence, right? So here we are. Okay, so I just got this at the health department, the state office, that they deals with water wells, septic tanks, and things like that. So we have to be careful with rabies, right? Okay, mostly what? Raccoons, bats, cats, right? A skunk, bobcats, otter, horses, cattle, and ferrets, okay, have been reported. So we have to be careful. Can you read, right? Really be careful. You know, only from all this list, which ones we really gonna keep are the dogs, right? The dogs. And rabbits, you know, I don't know if they get that, but anyways, that's only the ones we have, okay, because they don't go to chickens. Chickens have flu only if they're unhealthy. You know, why so along the years, why so many different places got chicken flu? You know, the chickens got flu because they're bad treated. You know, they're treated with things that just hormones to make them grow and be strong. They don't take sun, they don't take fresh air, they don't walk around, right? They don't play, they don't do anything. They just stay there, crumble up together. That's why they get flu. Our animals gonna be healthy, happy, and in nature during the day. At night, of course, we put them inside. Okay, so if bites you, nobody ever gonna bite. So, but if happens, you have to wash soap and water, but no one ever gonna have a bite. You see a raccoon coming, you're not going to leave food out, you know. So if you have bones, that's what we're gonna do, okay, with bones. All right, because the compost is the compost, you already hide right away where? Make a little trench and put at your own garden bed, right? Or if you're doing for the cafeteria, the next person in charge gonna put at their own garden bed. Everyone that's cleaning up the kitchen, lunch and dinner, gonna put the compost at their own garden bed, okay? Because they are taking care, they are used, they know what it is, they put at their own garden bed. All right, that's decided. We're not putting other people's. Like I said before, remember we were going to make a schedule and go this way so we cover them all. No, all the families need to work at the kitchen, clean up one day or another. So they're already prepared. They know their day is coming. They can already think where the trench is going to go. And they can, slide over, open a little bit with a hand or a hand tool. Done. Okay? All right. Very good. So our dogs need to be properly vaccinated just once. No more is needed because they're going to be like humans, very healthy and done. But for this first time, yes. For safety, we don't want those animals, because who knows, maybe one jumped the fence, one of those raccoons, wild animals, okay? So we are safe. Our chickens are safe from any wild animal. We have proper fence. And they go inside. 5 o'clock, they go inside. That's the time. It's not 2, 3, or 4. It's 5. Up to 5:50. Because 6 o'clock, you have to get out. Nobody works after 6. 6, everyone go home. Okay? Or go eat. The food is available till 7. That's the only exception. For people that are cleaning up the kitchen, they stay till 7:20 or so, right? 7:10, 7:20, they finish everything. Because everyone, we already put their dishes in the proper location, wash, disinfect, done. All right, so to come back here, basically is that. All right, all the cats need to have the little injection or be sent to the shelters that have the gas. Okay, all right, and soon after, because we don't want them to become wild cats. We can't have that, okay? So yes, we're gonna use them in gas, and we're not going to incinerate them, as I said before. We are going to bring them to butchers, to cut them in small pieces. Butchers are not official butchers, right, adults gonna be right there beside those places and cut them so we can use them in locations that are possible. What locations? Where we're gonna plant the native trees, right? So remember, we are going to have those, if you have a land, whichever it is your land, right? So you're gonna start demolishing and planting, and then you're gonna have a route, right? Whichever the best route you have, okay? One is for the trucks, compacted soil to go, the water trucks to go, right? And right here beside is this trench, this soft route that we're gonna be planted. Okay, so if here is the one that's compacted on both sides, gonna be that, okay? And the truck will come back until, and of course get the water here or there, whichever it is. Okay, so we have those routes for each land. And as the county is gonna demolish, the county is also gonna have their own land, because you're not going to have people watering by hand everywhere. To start is a good idea. People can go across the street to their neighbors, right? That's okay, make an agreement with them, everything written, that's fine. But not for the counties after. So they're gonna have their streets. So here will be the counties. Okay, so first they cover all these streets and then all that, whichever is your reality, okay? All right, so the water trucks, also locations where they're gonna be picking up more water, or the driver arrive, it's already the new truck ready. Because we can have, people that don't know how to drive, they can be filling up a truck, right? While, so the The driver comes, leave one truck, get the other one that's ready. We can do that if you have many trucks, of course, right? Okay, instead of waiting hours there. Okay, with time you're already gonna know the type of your tractor and how many hours take to fill it up, right? So you need a lot of water. You know, like fire trucks, they have this hydrants, right? That's what we're gonna do. They fill up in few minutes. They fill up, right? Their truck, and they're ready to go, because not many places gonna have, like I did here, 2 trucks, right? Make no sense. We need hydrants at all locations. At the very end, before the county be completely cleaned up and planted, we have 6 months of watering, right? If it's a regular soil, okay, 6 months. And if it's semi-arid or desert, semi-arid or desert land, what we're gonna do? 20 years, right? For those deserts, all right? Okay, this is more or less, right? 5 or 10 or 15. We're gonna see, as I said before, according to where they're located. All right, semi-arid. Okay, so desert's gonna be 20 years. You have to leave water wells. If you're a county or the desert, you have to leave the water wells. We're gonna tell we can't have too many, but we're gonna see where's the most appropriate. So this is your county. Here's your county. So how many water wells you're gonna have to be sustainable? Because you have to remember, we have many other counties close to you. So maybe 4, maybe 8, maybe 20. How many, where they will be located, okay? Start using them, okay? So you will already cut, if you have water from river, in a reasonable way. When people, you know, you use that because you need most as possible, right? From other sources to start with. But as you're cleaning up, less and less, so everyone gonna be close to the airport and close to the railroad tracks, the closest as possible. So you do not take highways out. You know, the highways gonna be taken out this way, okay? So all highways towards the beach from all continents. So first you take highways from this, and then here, that's how gonna work, and then here, right? So people have a way to exit, makes sense, right? So they need those highways, okay? So people are here, they're gonna move here, all right, and then their work, they clean up this highway here, and then they move here, and then they clean up this highway, and then they move here, then they clean up this highway. You understand? Okay? The other thing is where people gonna be moving. So if you make something like that, you know, people that are here, they can come here, right, towards this way. Or they can come here, towards this way. That's fine. You make a plan for yourself, you decide, and you follow through, you make it happen. You know, have all your contracts, always 2 signatures from the owner, always 2 signatures, testimony, important people, ask how long they work there. You know, you don't want signature from someone that just got there, right? Even the 4 couples going into the 10 department directors. Okay, how long you live there? Oh, I was the owner. Ah, okay, well, I live here for a long time, or I work here for a long time, 2 years. Ask how many years. Long time can be, what, 6 months, 8 months? Might be a long time for some people, and 2 days, 3 days might be, you know, just right. So how many years? Always focus in people, 2 years and above. For moving, that's a good thing. Okay, I have 4 people. I know 4 people. For what? For work. And another 4 people for residential community. Oh, look, my spouse, you know. Look, my parents, you know, or parents-in-law. Yes, everything is good. We got the 4 signatures. So they, yes, all of them signing work there, you know, or a residence for 2 or more years. Okay, then you can trust, okay? You're in charge of that and follow through. You're doing great. Now, let's say a few words about this. okay? So if you have your county, okay, you have all these streets, sometimes they don't match, right? Or here, whichever, sometimes because the type of land, all right, or how they were formed. All right, you need to figure out how many according to your location, you know, and counties, nearby counties, right? This is only the center of county, that's not for the 200. For the 200, we gonna let people know how gonna be their water wells. But this, the water well at the 200 kilometers from the beach is different because we're gonna use every drop of it, you know, properly to irrigation, to families, all right? Every drop here, every drop, all right? Okay, but here we are going to need some water wells in places that are dry, just a few of them. And then you have to make a plan where that water gonna drain. So for now, we are going to use those type of, you know, they direct the water in one direction or another. So for example, you make a little trench here, you know, of course you're gonna use a little bit that's uphill, or make this uphill yourself just to start with, and maybe here. This one comes this way, you see? You're gonna figure out, but they don't have only one sprinkler connected to solar panels, right? They have something else there, so you have to do a little something, and the solar panels will be very small, so that is fine, okay? All right, so when you move, what we can do? If we leave the solar panels there, yeah, we have to leave small solar panels, very small, maybe 20 by 20, right? So I guess that's the only thing we're gonna leave, because some places are really arid. You know, we have to move away only those places. There are gonna be a very few places in the planet. But in this case, you know, we're not there. No, we can't. We can't leave solar panels. People that used to live on those locations, they're gonna pray. I think that is the best. Pray for rain to come, because we cannot leave solar panels right in the middle of the woods. Make no sense, right? Let's evaluate this a little better, and then we let you know. So get ready, get your cats already sent to a proper location, to the vet or adoption center with gas. They can kill many at the same time. Let's get our dogs properly vaccinated with everything, including rabies, right? Okay, and we're done. Some places, they also give a vaccine to the chickens or chicks when they're born, but I don't think that's needed, okay? But if you already have them, go ahead and done, but it's just once, because they're gonna be really healthy, really good. The other thing about chickens, you know, so the first time, it's okay if you're gonna buy eggs, they come from far away, they're dropped off at your door. That's fine the first time, but and not anymore. You buy once only. You can buy eggs, it's all right. You make the agreement, you exchange emails. Don't just go and buy from people you don't even know. You don't want to give your debit card, you know, to people you don't know. Not everyone online is trustful. You have to be careful. Some countries are bad with that, right? Okay, you exchange a few emails, seem good, all details, how many, how much, everything, all right. Okay, so you're not purchasing too much and spending too much money. We're gonna need hundreds of chickens. Buy some, see how it goes, all right? And then you get them going, they become chicks, all right? And then you go and then you buy a bit more, you see, buy a bit more. You know, you can even buy from 2 different providers the first time, so you will really decide who you're going to buy all your eggs for this first time. And you don't need hundreds of them. Maybe you need, you to start with maybe 100, right? Because they're gonna grow as soon as they're male and female, because you're gonna need the rooster as well, right? So they can have the chicks, the chickens can have chicks, right? And not just the egg, right? You're gonna need rooster. But that's how you can do. Get 2 different providers just to start, as I did here, okay? And then you're gonna see, I think that's better. Look at the chicks. You have to see the chicks growing. Don't go and buy right away, because this is a big investment. You can continue buying from 2 different providers if they are a different race. We want to blend races. That is very important. We want to blend genetics for them, like us, for humans, right? So people that are gonna marry, it's mandatory to marry someone of different race. Okay, mandatory. All right, those that are already married, they're gonna get more or less points, because we're doing everything as will be the best in the future. So people that marry the same race, they're gonna get their points. They're married. But people that are white and black, or brown and white, or brown and black, that is okay. All right, so you can continue until your estimate, right, 100 or so, with 2 different providers, and wait for them to grow, okay? If you have chickens available, of course, you're gonna see, because it takes weeks for these chicks to grow, for these roosters to grow, right? Okay, so yes, go ahead and purchase different races, all right? This is very important, okay? And if you want, for example, you got one race locally, you bought 10, 20, 40, 50, whichever. Of course, you're gonna keep investing. Then it's not this, because this you already bought here, maybe, right? So you keep investing on the race that you do not have. And then you already bought, you bought from that person, you trust everything's working well, and then you can buy some more, okay? Or real chickens, or the chicks, the eggs, whichever you believe. Because it can be the egg, the chick, the chickens, and the rooster, right? So they can, you have proper plan and do it safe, so you won't lose your money and everything gonna be fine. Hurry up, don't wait too much, because those farmers, gonna be selling to many other people too, right? It's mandatory to have on chickens everywhere, all right? Very good. The only exception, because I said it's mandatory to have chickens everywhere. The only exception is for places that do not have a stove to cook, right? So it's mandatory for the schools, it's mandatory for the residential communities, right? For large work areas, where they make lunch right there, that's okay. Large work areas, not those that have just a few people, like just the 10 department directors, not worth it. Who's gonna take care of them on the weekends? But if it's a large place, such as nature events, you can have a hotel. They're open on the weekends. There's already people there, right? Makes sense? Okay. So yes, you can have your chickens in large places that you have a stove, as I just said. Restaurant, nature events, hotels, and some fun sites. They're gonna have a restaurant, right? And restaurants themselves, okay? Those, yes, have your chickens, because they're gonna help to eat any baby snake, bugs, and you just have them separated from your garden, so they won't go and eat, right? And educate them well. It's forbidden to let chickens eat eggs, their own eggs. It's because they're hungry, or they're upset, or they're not having enough outside time to play. Chickens, we have to take care of them. And people that are working with everything, gonna give them attention. So what they need? They need to leave early in the morning, not for desert, but every other place. They leave early in the morning, they spend the day out. You give them food, twice a day is fine, or some people say that is better before they go to sleep, so they're full, you know, and don't lose too much weight, you know, eating and walking and, you know, in the sun. But anyways, that we're gonna talk about after. So I believe you can give food twice a day. All right, can be in the morning when they come back, and during the day they have no food you give here during the day. During the day they're walking around the property they need to have a little shade place, right? But also lots of sun. Okay, great, you have that, you have water. They have to find their worms around. If you don't have too many, give some grain, hide a little bit there, or ask them to follow you. So they will learn how to follow instructions. They will learn how to run. You know, sometimes the kids can do that on vacation days or Saturday, you know, so the chickens will follow the kids. And then all the way up front, they threw some grains on the floor, you know, just for them to keep moving. They need muscles, all right? They need to run and move around. Okay, so the chickens, and you're gonna play, hey, good morning, how you doing? Not to be talking to them like crazy, you know, and no, it's just a little, you know, their life. They're an animal, and we are so grateful for them, right? We're gonna have those eggs. And when they don't produce eggs anymore, we're gonna eat them. And the males, we're gonna eat them too, right? As soon as they're ready, a good size, right? In a respectful way. We say thank you, you know, we do a little prayer before we pick them up, right? Okay, and before we kill them. And be grateful to nature, to God as well, that are offering these good things to us. Okay, so they spend all day and then they come home 5 p.m. All right. Or 5, you know, because some places get dark early. You don't want any bobcat, anything to attack them. The proper time, I think, is 5:40, right? So we already gave them food, already gave them everything, 5:40 or even 5:50. Let's do 5:50. So the people in charge already cleaned everything, already did everything. You put them there, you know, that's the time closing. That's the key time. Closing time is 5:50 because 6 o'clock nobody's at the building anymore. Okay, you lock the place at 5:50, put the key in a proper location, 6 o'clock you leave. You only gonna do early if you have noticed bobcats, you know, because some places start to get dark in winter time, right? So, and then you can put them early. In the morning, they're ready to go, okay? All right, they need their fence, okay? They can have movable fence. So you can keep them here, for example, for 2 weeks, and then you can keep him here for 2 weeks, and then another for 2 weeks, and another for 2 weeks, because this way they're gonna be rotating. They're gonna poop in that area that maybe you're gonna plant fruit trees afterwards. They're gonna be getting worms and any other bugs, you know, or even, as I said, you know, something else might happen, scorpion or anything, okay? So it will be great. You rotate them about every 2 weeks, okay? Or if you have just 2 areas, you can do only 2 areas, that's fine. But they need sun and they need shade during the way and fun time. They have to run. Okay, because some chickens you have to teach them, and it's forbidden for them to eat their own eggs. You know, if they are eating their own eggs, something's wrong, or they're missing food, or they're unhappy, you know, like those trapped together, combined, like we don't want to have that again, right? Those animal farms, they're all trapped together inside the artificial light, you know, and medication. We don't want that. So they can, it's forbidden for them to eat eggs. We're gonna make our houses when they're inside, the eggs slide, you know, they get up. So some places gonna have, so let's say here's so you have some boxes, right, that the egg gonna slide right away, so they would never make them dirty, and of course never eat them. And for example, for this side are the ones that they're gonna make babies, for example, right? Because they learn much more, they're much stronger when the chicks are raised with their mother. They know what they're doing. They learn more about being a family, okay? So we're gonna have them both. You know, it's reasonable because we need to eat chickens as well. They're not for decoration. All right, so they produce those years, right? And on the beginning, maybe we don't even have to wait 3 years to start eating. Maybe, you know, for the first 2 years, we're gonna have a lot of hunt and a lot of fish, right? But if we need chicken, you need to offer protein at your kitchen. It's mandatory. So, and in a reasonable way, you're not going to use your last meat, your last frozen meat, or your last cans of tuna or sardines. You're not going to do that, right? So start, because the chickens, a few weeks, they're good. They can be eaten, right? Just be reasonable. Make a plan. You have to offer protein every meal, you know. So it's 1 or 2 eggs a day. Go to 2 eggs as soon as possible, because everyone have a lot of nutrients. Everyone would really use well those 2 eggs a day. So if they're having 1 egg at school, they can have 1 egg with you, all right? And extra protein, lentils, legumes, dark beans, right? Okay, so think well, make a plan on this protein, and have the chicken houses one side the eggs slide, and the person just pick up. They open the box and just pick up, so they don't get dirty with poop, right? And one side for them to raise their own chicks. Very good, here we are. All right, so take care. Here's Goiânia Ferreira from Florida. We see you soon. Let's get ready. All right, so here, you know, talking about rabies again is very important. Is a deadly virus. I lost dogs with that in Brazil when I was much younger. Okay, so that can be prevented. You have to give the shot to them. You know, you have to give proper vaccination, you know, for you to keep. You need to prove what that vaccine, which lot came from, where, which veterinarian did that, right? You need proper documentation, and ask the person. You want to see, you don't want somebody to be injecting a vaccine that's just water in it, right? So you ask to see the box of the vaccines, okay? All right, you ask when you bought that. Look the expiration date. So that's your job. If you want a dog, you have to do that, okay? Very important. The expiration date and when you purchase, you know, and then you're gonna ask, does need a refrigerator or not, okay? You're gonna see what they answer and look online first, you know, because you don't want people to keep telling you, because some countries, you know, things are not really inspected. People do crazy things. You don't want your dog to be vaccinated with water, right, and not proper rabies. So give everything you can give to them. If they have warm capsules, you know, you give heartworm capsules, give to them. If they have proper intestinal parasite removal, give to them. If you want that dog, the dog is really good, not too tall, not too small, medium dog, you can keep. All right. Rabies cannot be cured. Pay attention, you know, because if that dog get rabies or someone cannot be cured, keep that in mind. And we lost, I think, 2 dogs when we were younger, okay? A virus attack the brain of warm-blooded animals, including people, right? We are warm-blooded animals somehow, right? Okay, we're not saying that way, but we are warm-blooded humans, okay? All right, that's another thing, because for science, humans are warm-blooded animals, right? But we're not saying that way, because we are different than animals, right? We can think, you know, we can develop more capacities than any animal. Some animals are really smart, they're really awesome, but in one or another area, but not everything, like the human being, the human brain, the human being with all our capacities, okay? So that's another improvement. That's forbidden to say that the humans are warm-blooded animals. We're just gonna say we are warm-blooded humans. All right, very good.